Okay. I needed to warm my voice up first, you know. So here's the thing, guys. Free training. I'm going to eventually take the free training down and put it inside of the paid course. So it's free. It's 90 minutes. Make sure to get it. I'm going to put my website here, pin it in the comments. It's embodypursuit.com. Embody, E-M-B-O-D-Y. All right. E-M-B-O-D-Y. Embodypursuit.com. All right. And you're going to want to go to, it's the same thumbnail picture as the one that's on this live video. So you're going to want to make sure to do that. And I have a really cool announcement. Anyone that signs up with that, I have a really cool announcement in a couple of days. So specifically for the people that sign up with the free training. So make sure to get that. All right. So let me see. I'm going to go to the gym right now, and I'm debating between two different gyms, but make sure to do that. All right. Free training, free training, free training, free training, free training, free training. Okay. Do I want to go to that one, or do I want to go to this one? I think I want to go to this one, low key. Okay. All right. How's everyone doing this morning? Hope everyone is having a beautiful, gorgeous, gorgeous day. It is a very beautiful Monday in LA. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Who can tell me where that's from? Even on the replay, if you watch this on the replay, who can tell me what that's from? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Would you be mine? Would you be mine? Does anyone know what that's from? That was when things were just like sweet and like calm and like not so overly stimulated. And it was teaching kids to be like calm and serene. Okay. Yes. Hello, Clarence. Hello, hello. It's a beautiful Monday. It's a beautiful day to take over the world. It's a beautiful day to go after your dreams. What I want to remind you guys of, you know, today, I really took the time yesterday to plan out my week even more detailed than I usually do. And, you know, I woke up this morning and I was already not really wanting to work out. And I was like, this is an investment. When you move your body, it's your future self thanking you. Like, imagine your future self thanking you. Imagine you putting money into a stock and imagine it growing in 10 years. Because here's the thing, when I'm in my late 40s, 50s, and 60s and on, I want to live a very, let me know what you guys think about this, but I want to live a very like mobile life. Like, I want to be super active. I still want to be on a jet ski. I still want to be able to, you know, do some kind of, you know, marathon. I want to still be able to like live very fully. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday. Happy money making Monday. Okay. Happy money making Monday. So I literally was like, okay, Ciana, get to it. And I know once I get to the gym, I'll get motivated. But this morning I kind of wanted to just like get to work. But I was like, no, let me, I scheduled it in. This is the power of scheduling, you guys. If I hadn't have written it down in my schedule yesterday, I'll be honest, I probably would have wiggled out of it. So the power of writing down what you say you're going to do, there's something to it. It's almost like writing a contract with yourself. So I did that. I'm going to hit the gym, do a really good workout, and then get to work. But I wanted to let you guys know, you know, I know I haven't talked a lot about fitness and stuff like that this time of year. Usually I do, but what do you want your life to look like when you're in your late 40s, 50s, and 60s? Like, when I was a caregiver, you see the reality of hip replacements, knee replacements. I would have to go to so many doctor's appointments and, you know, see just very like unfortunate things. And, you know, these people would be like 55, 56, 61. And it's just kind of like too young to like, you know, start having really, really invasive surgeries. I mean, it makes sense around 80, but like, if you really take care of your body, you really shouldn't, for the most part, you know, most of the time, of course, there's always like individual circumstances. So I want to have grace and, respect for that. But like for the most of us, we can control what we can control. Right? Yes, everybody like the video. El video. How do you say video? ¿Cómo se dice video in español? Is it just video? Oh, I think it's like cinema. Like El cinema, I think. I'm not sure. I have no idea. I'm trying to remember from you guys, I went all the way up to Spanish 4 and I was like, I'm just not ready for Spanish 4. And I asked to be back. I asked for them to put me back down into Spanish 3. But yes, free. Make sure to go to embodypursuit.com. I don't think I pinned it. So go to embodypursuit.com. I pinned it right there, and make sure to get the free training if you haven't. Yes, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Just so calm and just like loving, and you know, Mr. Rogers, did he, I'm assuming maybe he's still alive. Is he still alive? Can you please shout out my friend Gabe Horn? Oh God, you got me. You got me. I tried. I had a feeling. That's why I skipped over the name, and I'm like, you got me. You got me. Oh man. Okay. So when you do stuff like that, you just, I mean, it's funny. I have a sense of humor, but you get cut very quickly. I just don't, I have a zero tolerance for like anything like that. But you know, he got me. So can't knock him. But see, you live and you learn, right? So now that's another one for the memory bank. All right, let me get my, so today I'm gonna get actual coffee.
Hi, good morning. My name is Vic. What's yours?
Hi, Ciana.
Ciana, what can we get for you?
Can I get a tall cappuccino?
Tall cappuccino?
Yes.
Sounds good. Anything else?
Can I have it with coconut milk, please?
With coconut milk?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's it.
All right, $4.75. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello. Welcome. I'm in the Starbucks line right now. I am in the Starbucks line right now. I meant to make my own coffee, but I kind of put myself on a timeline, and I was like, I don't have time to make the coffee. So can I drift? Not really sure what you mean by that. So anyways, guys, what do you want your life to look like? Like, when I tell you the amount of time people in their 20s and early 30s are wasting when it comes to their health, their fitness, like, it will catch up to you. It is a guarantee. So get to the gym today. It's Monday. Do you really need to have a pasta today? Why don't you have like a really good have like a really nice, if you eat meat, have a really good baked chicken with like maybe some sweet potato and like some sauteed asparagus. Have something like that. Hello, Chris. Hello, hello. Everybody, welcome in. Welcome in. I'm gonna do my tap. I don't believe I can do that. So what else? What else is going on for this Monday? Oh yeah, ask me anything. If anyone wants to ask me anything, you're more than welcome to ask me anything. I'm kind of in this ask me anything mode, so take advantage of it while it's there, because I don't know how long I will be doing that, because the conversations have been kind of going in interesting places. And by the way, guys, we had some really juicy conversations the last couple days, and a couple of those lives, not all of them, but a couple of them, I'm putting them under my membership. So if you really like these conversations and you want access to all of the content, you're going to want to make sure to become a member. It's $5.99. Hello, hello. Okay.
Apple Pay today?
Yes.
There you go.
It's $5.99, so it's nothing too crazy. And that's if you really like the content here. Thank you so much. You too. That's if you really like the content here, if their content really resonates with you, if you really like, you know, when we start to have really deep diving conversations, then you're gonna want to make sure to get in, because, you know, sometimes people will be like, oh man, she put the video under memberships, right? And they'll try to go back to it, and it's in the membership. So get in the membership if that's something you're interested in. Okay. But if you're new here, welcome. There's thousands of free videos that are available to you, so don't have to worry about becoming a member. Check out the channel first. Sometimes I do go live. I saw something. Sometimes I do go live in the memberships. I need to start going live more actually in the membership, but what is a guarantee is that there always will be at least 2 to 5 videos that will be taken down from the public, and sometimes it doesn't even hit the public. So just to let you guys know about that. So any questions about anything? If you want a random opinion, it's easier to maintain a healthy lifestyle than it is to try and go. Yeah, it's so true. And the powerful thing is that when you just start, you start with 10 minutes, okay? Then you start with 15 minutes. You start with one meal that's healthier. Then you start with, you know, 1 day a week, and then the next week it's like, okay, I'm gonna eat healthier, on the healthier side, for 2 days a week, and then work out for 20 minutes 2 times a week. And then, like, when you just inch into it, you start to crave it, to be honest. You start to get to the point where you're like, ooh, I can't wait to go to the gym, right? I think my body kind of like needed a break, so I've been kind of like a little bit more relaxed on my workouts, but also too, I'm still doing the 90-day logging of my food and like tracking my food and paying attention to my calories. And I really lost a lot of energy because I was eating over 2,000 calories a day and I dropped it. So I was like, whoa, like, yeah. Oh, what would you do if you were 30 years old with all that you do now? Oh my gosh. It's a good question. I would do so much differently, but I kind of wouldn't. I just wouldn't. But what I will say is that because of my choices then, I love that I have those choices so I can teach other people. I wouldn't change it for me because I needed the lessons. I needed the hard learnings. I needed the triumph, right? But I wouldn't take it, like, I don't regret anything. But what I will say is that when you're 30, it's the most powerful, potent time to really lock in on what you want out of your life, because you're old enough to where you've had like you've lived like a little bit of life, right? You've lived a little bit of life on your own, more than likely, and you're starting to like you've gained some wisdom, and you know, get your stuff in order. Make sure your stuff is in order. Like, do a life check. How's your finances? How's your debt? How's your health? Is your panel, you know, are you running a panel? Do you need to maybe do a couple sessions of therapy? You know, for your mental, it's like taking medicine for your brain, right? Do you need to do a couple sessions of therapy? Do you need to hire a life coach? Also, I think that 30-year-old people need to ask for more help. I think that there's this misunderstanding that you have to have it all together at 30, but you're actually quite young still. But society kind of will like make you feel like you're you know, speed you up a little bit, but you're actually quite young. So if you just feel like you just don't have it together, like you're just confused, you feel like you're not organized, you feel like you need to purge, you feel kind of disshuffled, discombobulated. Also too, things like brain fog, things like being tired all the time is not normal. Like, even though most people around you might be like, oh yeah, I'm tired, I need a nap, or oh, I'm so lethargic, I have to have my coffee or else I'm not gonna like live today. Like, if you're, you know, everybody kind of like in the zombie tired mode, get your hormones checked. So you should be a very vibrant human being, especially at 30. You should have a lot of natural energy, okay? You should be relatively healthy mentally. So if you're not, like, if you do a life check on everything, look up Ikigai. It's called Ikigai, I believe. And it's like this wheel, and it shows like the 8 to 10 most important things in life. And you want to make sure all those things in life are balanced, like your relationships, your financial situation, your passions, and just do like a life check. Do a life check. Oh, you were saying 20 years old. Oh, I totally read 30. Okay, well, you got the 30-year-old one. Okay, so the 20-year-old one, what would you do if you were 20 years old with all that you know now? I would have capitalized on like my talents, my natural talents for like my, you know, charisma, my confidence at that time, my ability to speak. Like, now I'm terrified of public speaking. I like sadly acquired like a fear of public speaking, but when I was 20, I did not have that, like that fear wasn't there. So I would have like probably looked into doing more things with my voice, and I would have used the fact that I was a professional dancer and a college student. I would have leveraged that more for opportunities. You know, like I probably, the college I went to, there wasn't much of an entertainment world in the city where I went to college, but I would have like whatever small amount of entertainment industry there was, I probably would have like walked into places and been like, hey, I'm a college student. These are my attributes. I'm really good at this. I'm a professional dancer. I want to grow. And I think I would have been more of a go-getter. I would have been more of a go-getter. And I was that's the thing. I was a go-getter then. I had 2 jobs. I was on 2 different dance teams. I was on an academic scholarship, but I think I could have squeezed out even more. I think I would have also loved to start a business at 20. My dad was a business owner. I worked for my dad, actually. When I was 18, I worked for my dad. It was called Caboodle Cartridge, and it was an ink cartridge store. And I ran the store when I was 18. He actually trusted me to do that, which is actually kind of cool. You know, it just shows that, you know, I was a trustworthy daughter. And I would go there, and during the slow times, I would do my homework while I was at the store. But I think I would have like loved to take that experience and then maybe like have my own business. Like, I was so popular in high school and in college, and not intentionally. It just was kind of like I kept being a part of groups. So the more groups and dance teams you're a part of, you just become more known, you know, in your small town, in your vicinity. And I think that if I would have had the business mindset now that I had then, I would probably be a millionaire right now. Yay! Oh my God, duh. I'm like, happy birthday. Wait, so it's Monday. Are you guys going to do anything, like go to dinner or anything, or celebrate over the weekend? What are you guys doing? And how does she feel to be 20? What did she say when she woke up this morning? Or when the clock struck 12 last night? But yeah, I would say genuinely that 20 is such a potent time period because you're so young, and you're not like, you're an adult, you're a legal adult, but you're a baby adult, right? So you don't have like, you're still innocent. You don't have all of like the grime and the residue of like people putting limiting beliefs on you and all that. You still have this like wonder and magic and like kind of like this like anything is possible mindset. So any kind of like idea, I that would have been better. It would have been nice to capitalize on it. And I had a dad that was like a business owner. So I could have literally started a business and then used my popularity, meaning the fact that I knew a lot of people, to like make money. So that would have been really, really cool. I think that like we're worried about friends, and we're worried about like, you know, cute boys, and we're worried about like feeling like we have to have it all together and all that. But, you know, all that stuff, I guess, is natural, right? Like it's just natural. It's just part of human nature, and it's cute and it's sweet and all that. But I think if I would have had a mentor like me, because I'm the big sister, I'm the big cousin, I'm the first grandchild, I'm the first, like, so I didn't really have like someone kind of right, maybe 5-10 years right above me to be like, maybe like go this way, you know, like focus over here. So yeah, if I would have had a mentor, I would have been like, you don't need to go to every event, you know, like get something going. Use the fact that you're young and start a business. And I would have interned more. I think like I worked for my dad because it was easy, right? Like he's my dad, and I was like, oh, I need a job, so I'll just ask my dad if I could work for him. So that was easy. But like, I think I would have rather interned at 18 and developed my skills more in my so I had natural skills again with like creativity, speaking, you know, kind of being like a host, you know, being a leader. Like I would have been, I should have been doing more internships that would have exercised my natural talents, right? Yep. What up, Lisa? Yep. Big sister C. So like I was like the guinea pig of the family, like the first. So I was just kind of the next person in close proximity to me in age was like my mom. You know what I mean? Or my uncle, or my you know, my dad. Like my mom and my dad are the same exact age. So it's like it was such a big gap. I didn't have an older cousin. I didn't have a distant older cousin. It was just literally me. So I was like hanging out with adults. You know what I mean? I was always like the one kid running around where it was like 20 adults and one kid. It was like, that was me for like the first 4 years of my life. So let's see. Hold on, I'll read what you said in a second. This area is a little sketcheroony, but I kind of like the gym over here, which is interesting. Okay. Hold on real quick, guys. I just gotta pay attention to this parking lot. It's kind of tight over here. Let's see here. Give me uno minuto? Un minute. No, I feel like I'm saying minute wrong. Momento? Uno momento. 1 moment. Okay. All right, let me see what y'all are saying. We are on the way to a photo shoot. Oh my gosh. That's exciting. Having a party tonight. Okay, so turn up on Monday. Turn up on Monday. Is it like with family, her friends? Who's all going? So yeah, I'm at the gym, Clarence. I'm at the gym, about to get it in. I have to like really check into this like Spartan race that I'm doing. Trick, I'm not sure, I don't know what that said, but something popped up. Last night we cuddled and watched things from her child. Oh, that is the sweetest. That is the sweetest. Just girls from our family. I love that. Cake. What's her favorite cake? I would love to do more in Cali, but whole fam is on the East Coast. Oh man, my stomach is growling, guys. You know what's interesting about California? I would suggest that if there's not really a real reason, like a career move or like you're going to be in the industry, I would just visit California like once a year. There's really not. Yeah. Unless you just like come here and you love the beach, like the Pacific Ocean or something. But I know, because I'm like, I'd be intermittent fasting. I really live that intermittent fasting life. But yeah, I wouldn't move to Cali just cause I wouldn't. Oftentimes when people do that and there's not like a set, like, okay, I love this region. I love living in, by the beach, or I want to go to this particular like college, or I want to try to get this career path and it has to be in Cali. If there's not like a very distinct goal that's like trying to be achieved, people immediately move. Okay, you love the ocean and the mountains. Okay, then okay, that's a good reason to move. If you really love that, Florida over California, that's debatable. That's debatable. She made a heart-shaped red. Ooh, okay. And she knows how to bake. Red velvet. Ooh, okay. Try out. Well, I used to do that, but I used to do that everyday muscle, but I don't know. It's so weird. The internet is so confusing sometimes because they're basically saying like apple cider vinegar, if you do it too much, like you can kind of mess up your gut system because it's just so potent. But I used to actually do that like almost every day, and now I just like maybe once a month I'll get like a craving for the apple cider vinegar, and I'll do apple cider vinegar, honey, ginger, a little bit of cayenne pepper. I think I already said lemon, and just like make it really like strong, and it'll be like a hot toddy. I'll do something like that every once in a while, but not every day. I think it's a little bit too potent. So, I usually do every day, but it was making me nauseous. Yeah. Like, I think it's good to reset your system. I think it's really good because I did do that and it really killed my sugar craving. It curved it lowered my blood sugar. There's a lot of benefits to it, actually. It's really good for it is good for gut health, but I think again, all that breaks a fast. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's I just think like I had a season where I needed to do the apple cider vinegar, and now I'm just in a season where I don't need it. But I think it is like a good little like remedy, like a couple times a month. I do it every once in a while, like right before a meal. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Sorry, my stomach. So let's see. But yeah, apple cider vinegar is it's a really good option. It's a really good option. But I've been doing, you guys, like I've been just like literally decaf coffee and like just calling it a day. It's just like what I've been called to lately. Oh, also too, I took a picture. I'll post it. I took a picture. I need to post it of what I've been taking the clove and the wormwood. That's been really like completely killing my sugar craving, like to where I don't even want fruit, where I'm like, ooh, I want to keep like the yearning for fruit still. I would take it first thing in the AM. So yeah, I think that's good. That's really good. Sometimes our body is like craves certain things, you know? I've been doing the lemon cucumber. Yes. Ooh, bomb. So right now I literally so I have this that I made this morning and this. So this is ginger, lemon, and like that clove wormwood or wormwood. So that's what I have, like a little bit left in here. I don't know if you guys can like really see it, but so I'm just doing that, and then I'm gonna have my cappuccino, and then I'm gonna work out on like an empty stomach right now. So that's the vibe today. That's the vibe. Oh shoot. So if anybody is new to the channel or just popping on, make sure how many things? 2. I always am drinking at least 2 things at minimum 2 things. Oftentimes it's 3. So sometimes I'll have a green juice, a tea, and a decaf. Or like a green juice, a tea, and like a cappuccino. Like I usually have 3. I don't know why women are like that. Like, and I'm not the only one that does that. We just have to stay very hydrated or something. I don't know. I don't know. Oh my gosh. The ginger is very potent. But that's a good thing. You don't want things to like stay in. You want them out. You want them to, you know, you want to keep a flow. You want to keep a healthy flow going. Right? So that's really like a lot of things start here. So that's funny though. That's true. It's funny. So yeah, guys, get the free webinar. Tap in with it. People have been hitting me up like, I didn't really think I cared to have an ebook, but I think I want to. How do I impress older women? I'm 16. You're 16. You're a minor. You should not be trying to impress older women. Focus on yourself and maybe have conversations with women your age. Okay? I'm surprised that there's people 18 and under that are on this live. Unless that's a joke. Remember, you guys, I remember there was someone that was coming on and she was, I'm assuming it was not a troll acting like a young lady, a young girl, but it was like a girl that kept begging to be a moderator. And then one day she was like, I'm 12. And we were like, what? And she was like super active in the chat, like just having conversations, like being like, yep, like, you know, like just, and one day she was like, I'm 12. And we were like, I was like, you're not supposed to be like, what? You're not supposed to be in this chat. And she was like, oh, never mind. I'm kidding. I'm 17. And I was like, well, you're still not 18. And then like 2 days went by and she's like, I turned 18. I was like, okay, you just gotta go. Like, I'm sorry, sweetheart, but like, I don't do, that is not happening over here. This is an 18 and over tribe. All right. If anyone wants a really good laugh, watch yesterday's live and like scroll to the end. Scroll like toward the end. Yeah, exactly. I was like, no, I don't believe you. You're just no. And now I'm skeptical. You're banned from the channel. And I felt bad doing that because like they were like really kind and active, but I was like, what? Godspeed says they all like money. I'm not going to open up that can of worms right now. I gotta save my energy to go to the gym. So anyways, guys, have a beautiful rest of your day. Happy Monday. Get it in today. Get your gym workout on. If you needed some motivation, this is your motivation. I did not feel like working out today. I didn't. Straight up. I did not. So tap in, go to embodypursuit.com, get the free webinar, and we'll talk soon.